This video is about 2-3 estimating sums and differences. There are two strategies that we will use when we are estimating whole numbers and decimals, and the first one is rounding, which we covered in yesterday's lesson, 2-2. Let's look at this problem, 22.8 minus 13.9. In this case, I can round each number to the nearest whole number to make it a little bit easier and to estimate this difference. So when I'm rounding 22.8 to the nearest whole number, I'm going to look at the 2 and look next door. I have an 8 next door, which fits under 5 or more. Add one more. So I'm going to add one more to this 2 here, and that becomes 23. I can either write 23 or 23.0. Same thing. Now let's look at 13.9. Again, look at the ones place, look next door. I have a 9, which is 5 or more, add one more, so my 3 becomes a 4, 14. And 23 minus 14 is 9. So in this case, because I had these tenths, I rounded to the nearest ones place. You could always round to the nearest tens as well. Whatever is going to make it easy for you to do in your head. Estimating should be done in your head. It should be quick and fast and just a way to get an idea of about what the answer will be. So make sure that you're choosing numbers that are easy for you to do in your head. The second strategy that we have that we can use for estimating sums and differences is compatible numbers. Remember, compatible numbers are numbers that are easy and go well together. So in this case, same problem as last time, 22.8 minus 13.9. Whoops, 13.9. Last time in the last slide here, I rounded to the nearest whole number. I could have also rounded to the nearest tens place and gotten 20 minus 10, which would also be easy to do in our head. But let's look at compatible numbers this time. I'm trying to think of numbers that these two are close to that go well together. 22.8 is close to 20. It's also close to 25, which is an easy number. So I'm going to go ahead and pick 25. You could have picked 20, whatever is easiest for you. And 13.9 is pretty close to 15. It's only 1.1 away. And that's easy for me because those ones, 5 minus 5 would be a 0, and 20 minus 1 is, or 20 minus 10, rather, is 10. So 25 minus 15 is 10. Those are numbers that are compatible because they go well together since those 5s subtract to 0, and they're easy for me to do in my head. That's what makes numbers compatible when we're estimating. The good thing about estimating, though, is there's no one right answer as long as you're close. So I could have also done, like I said earlier, 20 minus 10 and gotten 10, or even 20 minus 15 and gotten 5. Either way, I would be pretty close. Those would both be awesome estimates. Here's another example just to show you some more estimation with whole numbers. Let's say I had 79 plus 32. 79 is really close to 80. I'm actually rounding to the nearest tens when I do that. And 32 is pretty close to 30. So, and that again is rounding to the nearest tens, which would be 110. Or maybe I could pick 80 and then decide that a compatible number for 80 is 20 because that makes 100. That would be an awesome estimate as well. So as you can see, I'm just picking numbers that work for me and that are easy to do in my head. We're going to look at one more example here when we are adding or subtracting with decimals now. Let's say I had 12.99 minus 3.95. 12.99 is really close to 13, and 3.95 is close to 4. In both cases, I rounded to the nearest ones place there. That answer would be 9. I could also use compatible numbers and think that 12.99 is really close to 13, and 395 is close to 3. It's obviously closer to 4, but 3 would work because these are compatible numbers. Since my ones, 3 minus 3 is 0, that makes this compatible together. And 13 minus 3 is 10. So both of those answers would be great. I want you to go ahead and try this one on your own. 89.66 minus 27.9. On your blue sheet, make sure that you write down what numbers you use to estimate. You're not doing this exact problem. You're going to pick two numbers. You're going to write them down where my little boxes are here. You'll put the numbers that you're choosing to estimate and then subtract them and put your estimated answer below. Write that down on your blue sheet. The most important thing with estimating, you can do whatever you want as long as it's close and get different answers, but you have to write down what you did so that you can discuss it with others. So make sure you write down what numbers you used to estimate and then what you got for your estimation. Good luck.